What is good, you guys? Welcome back to another Invincible Guardians of the Globe video. In this video, I'm gonna do something interesting. I've never really done nothing like this, so I haven't done anything like this necessarily in a video format. I do this off stream and off video to test characters and see how strong they really are. And a lot of people have been comparing what's his name, Komodo Dragon, and saying that they believe he's actually better than Alan. Some people are saying that they believe he's actually better than Conquest. So I'm gonna put this up to the test. I'm gonna run, obviously, before anyone says anything, obviously my Alan and my General Krieg. My Alan and Conquest are going to have some advantage because they are a higher level. I'm going to try to neutralize that advantage by giving my Komodo Dragon the best gear I can and giving them no gear at all. Hopefully that makes it a little more even. Because if I go to my characters, as you're going to see here, my Conquest has insane stats because he is level 1000. If I remove this, his stats drop a little bit. I'll also remove his artifact. Comparing these stats to his stats, they're pretty even. They're pretty even there. Let me just favorite him real fast. Maybe I'll put him closer to him. Oh no, it didn't even put him closer. But yeah, he's 196 with 53 and 27. So he has more health, much less attack, and almost the same defense. And that's because of that power level difference. Now, same thing goes for my Alan. He seems to be much closer to Alan, especially if I remove the artifacts. The gear. Then remove the artifact. Yeah, he seems to be much closer to Alan than he is Conquest. Conquest is clearly stronger than him in the sense of attack power. Now, I'm going to give him, once again, like I said, I'm giving him a little more crank up by giving him this. That's going to boost his numbers and his attack. And then I'm also going to maybe give him Burger Mark Trash Bag to help him even more. I could do that one, or I could do the Damien Dark Blood Notebook, but I feel like that one's kind of cheating because that doesn't influence him, that influences the other person's defense. So I'm going to put this to a test. Now, for those that feel this isn't fair because I'm doing this to them, you're right, but at the same time, their skills are also boosted. Like, his skills are pretty much all maxed. Alan's skills are literally all maxed. His skills are all level 1. I have not boosted them. So this is why I want to test this, to make me know whether it's worth it. So let's hop into it. Now, I'm going to go through the same waves. I'm not going to change it. Obviously, they're going to clear these waves pretty fast. I'm going to actually do it with him because he is the star of this video. And let's see what he does. He also is very slow. That's going to come down to a part of it as well. He's going to get a worse score and a worse time than they will because he attacks much slower. But this is just basically to let him go run rampant, see how far he gets on his own, and then we'll do the same exact thing with Conquest, Alan, and then we'll do the final verdict of how good they performed. But how are you guys? We're at a point that he's still one-shotting everything, so we'll really get to see his power level and see how strong he is. Probably around, if I had to guess, I'm going to say stage 15. Stage 15, 20, between there. Burger Mark Trash Bag just clutched up right there for him. He killed that whole team. You know what's interesting too is Burger Mart Trash Bag will be horrible to use on him if you max out his one of his skills, because one of his skills make it that crits can't be applied on him, that crits can't happen to him. He is literally just hello, hello. He reminds me of the Juggernaut from X-Men. I'm the Juggernaut. Boom, and just headbutts everybody. That boy One Punch Man, all of them. But I want to say, for while this keeps going on, as far as the state of the game, what do you guys feel? Because if I'm being honest, I'm okay with the state of the game, but I am starting to feel that I am at a point where I'm at a point in the game where it's like kind of starting to get to a point where you can't progress anymore. Like, to get any stronger is nearly impossible. And then it's like the only way to get stronger is by spending money. And I feel like once a game gets to that point, for anybody, it kind of makes them lean back more and not willing to take that step to continue. And I feel like that's why we're seeing a lot of players, because in my community, I've seen a lot of players take kind of a step back. Like, they still play it, but they're not as adamant about being on it. So this is why I personally, and if you agree with me, please go put this down in the Discord. I personally think we need, one, a huge, and I mean huge, campaign either reset or another storyline that's much harder or that is much longer. Make it that it's like we get 2-3 chapters. Maybe not chapters, but not 3. But make it that we get like a full 2 chapters. So, what is it? 60 missions they do? Give us a full 120 missions. That will, 1, give people something to do and work towards. 2, give people something to do mainly, because a lot of players are bored. And then 3, I really, really, really want them to add a community fight mode and a training arena. And what I mean by community fight mode and training arena, something kind of like how we have Cecil Nightmares, I would want the same kind of format, but in training arena. And what a training arena would be is that I set up the enemy team. I put whoever I want on the enemy team. I set whatever level whatever level I want them to be at. I set whatever level I want their skills to be at. And that's the enemy team. And then I can do the same for my own team. And then start the battle and see them fight each other. The reasoning why I feel like that would be so crucial for the game. 1, for content creators. We have a ton of content we can do with that. 2, strategy players that are trying to climb ladder and figure out what's the best teams and all that stuff. And even for the newer players that are trying to figure out what they want to do with a team and who they want to invest in and who they don't want to invest in, that would give them the ability to learn who they want to invest in, versus investing all that stuff into that person and then realizing they don't like that person or that person isn't good. And then what happens is they realize that person isn't good, they wasted all their time and resources into it, and they either, 1, stop playing, or 2, they fall off of the game and slowly stop playing it as much as they used to. To avoid that, you give them training arena. And then the community thing is something along the lines of an event, but I think they should do this type of event maybe once for the entire month. Make it a month-long event. If not, maybe 2 weeks long event. And it's not like it's going to be like, oh, like it's heavily like on some like, oh, you're going to be getting this and this and this. No. The same way, I don't know if everybody here that watching this is going to be following their Instagram page, but the same way they did for the Instagram post. If the Instagram post got 1,000 likes, everybody got 100 gems. If the Instagram post got 5,000 likes, everybody got, I believe it was like 5 dossiers or 3 dossiers, something like that. If the post got 10,000 likes, everybody got a free Cecil. If the post got 15,000 likes, it was everybody got, I believe it was 20 cloaking devices. If the post got 20,000 likes, everybody got, I believe it was like 400 or 250 gems, something like that. Then if the post got 30,000 likes, it was what? I forgot what it was. It was I believe it was a gold dossier and 3 dossiers or something like, it was something like that. And then for 50,000 gems, if I'm not mistaken, everybody got, for 50,000 likes, everybody got, I believe it was some gems and another free Cecil. You can do something like that, but instead of it being a like thing on Instagram, do it as an in-game interaction, an in-game experience, and make it be like how Alliance Wars is, that you get the brackets that Alliance War is starting, or Alliance War will be starting in a few hours. Like, make it like on the home screen, make it like an announcement. Invader coming in 2 days, 1 day. Like, it's a countdown to get players excited. And then Invader is here. And then the Invader could be, well, when Drag comes, that would be the best way, in my opinion, to introduce Drag. But you can do this for beyond after that. Invader of the Week, Battle Beast. You're going against an army of Battle Beast, and it's a GDA mission that you do, and it's a wave of Battle Beast coming in after, and make it like a 24-hour GDA mission. You put a team in, that team is there for 24 hours. So you gotta strategize, because you can't put your best guys in there necessarily if you don't have good teams for other stuff, because you're gonna halt your progression on your other GDA missions. And then this is not including other events that come through that you might want to keep. I'm gonna pause this real fast so I can just get this off. You get what I'm saying? You wanna keep it. So that would be a cool feature. But then make it that when your team completes the 24 hours that they have been in that mission, they get back random rewards. And what I mean by random rewards, they can get back heroes, whether that being rare or elite. They can get dossiers, whether that being regular or gold. They can even get gems, and make it a cap. Make it that the max amount of gems they can earn, depending on the amount of waves they get. Make it that it's like maybe kind of like how School Out is. School Out, I believe it is every 30 waves you get a character after wave 30. Make it something the same like that. After wave, let's say 60, you get, if it's gonna be 24 hours, you get 5 gems or 10 gems, something like that. And then let's say people are able to reach wave 100 and something, or 600, you're gonna get like 100 and something gems. Once again, it's not a ton. It's not like, oh, you're gonna get 500,000 gems. Like, no. Make it that the max you pretty much can earn is like 500 to 1,000 maybe gems for free. But you can earn that every day, basically, for the... You can earn that, not every day. You can earn that, yeah, every day, make it 500. I would say that. Make it 500. The max amount you can earn is 500. And make that something that you can earn every day if you put your team in there and they get to that certain wave cap, because not everybody's going to be able to get there. Make it that that's the max, though. And the reasoning why is players that have invested a lot of time into the game and money will see the benefits. Players that are working on it will see some benefits. And new players will have something that can help them start. And so it'll be exciting. It's a worldwide event, so everybody's going to be like, oh, I got to... And then my biggest thing will be a percent board. So other than that, it'll be a percent board. 100% of the invader's health. And it'll be 100%. At 10%, there'll be a reward. At 20%, 30%, all the way down. And then when you get to that 90% to 100%, the rewards have to be something really good. Really, really good. Because you have to make it, in my opinion, hard. Have to make it hard because there are a lot of whales out there. You guys have to make it hard to complete. So you make the GDA mission hard. That way it's hard to defeat this boss. Don't make it impossible, but make it hard. That's the way other players do somewhat have to rely on these whales to get through these waves, to make sure that they're putting in their pain while we're doing what we can do. It will make it so much immersive and interactive, and you will have in the community so much more people trying to help everybody else get stronger and give strategies because of the reasoning that they all want to get these rewards. So it will make an immersive community. I feel like it will be a really good idea. How hard is it to pull that off? I don't know. But I would love to work, especially that I'm a content creator for them. I would love to work with them to figure out how to make it work. I feel like it would be such a dope, great idea. And the rewards could be really good. For 10% of the guy's health, you can make it like, I don't know, make it some free dossiers. Or make it a bundle of rares. Make it like 10 rares of your choice. Let it be something that you interact with too. Like you get 10 free rares. Choose which one you want. But even though I don't know how, once again, I don't want us to put black rewards because I do want them to make it hard. But for like the end game, for the last 2 rewards, it could be like a free seance, a free Elite Plus seance dog. Or not Elite Plus, Elite Plus, a free Elite Plus seance dog. Or you can make it like you get when you complete it, you get an exceptional of whoever the person was. You get an exceptional form of them. So let's say you do it for new characters, you do it as a new character thing only. Everyone that if we complete the board and we complete all 100, the community of the players do the 100, everyone gets an exceptional. Let's say we did it as a new event for Thrag. Everyone in the world gets an exceptional Thrag as long as they partook in the battle. No matter how much even if they did 1 damage, they partook, so they got the free Thrag. Not like, oh, the person came into the game way after and they get a free. No. If you partook in the active event, you earn the free character. If they defeat the evasion. And I feel like you could add badge tokens, something like that. Invasion top 10%, invasion top 5%, invasion top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be something cool. It would be something interesting. And I feel like it would be something immersive for the entire community. But let's get back to the main video idea while we're here. I was just saying, like, sorry to go on a tangent, but I do feel like that would be pretty cool. I do feel like that would be a really cool idea. But, alright, we're at, I think, stage 28 now. And I'm surprised to say he's still kind of holding his own by himself here. He's even still getting 3 stars, which is pretty interesting. It's pretty tough. Excuse me. He's about to be at wave. I did not think he was going to get to wave 30 while still getting 3 stars. Now I'm starting to think he'll be able to get to wave 45. Because he's not really losing health. Like, no one's even gotten him half health. And he's returning 15% of all damage received, so that also could be another reason why he's clearing these waves kind of fast. Being that he's the only person, all damage is coming to him. It's not like being spread out or separated. Maybe he works better solo. That's what it is kind of looking like. Okay, what's that? Increased his defense by 10%. I want to know what triggered that. Okay, this seems to be the first one he's not going to get 3 stars on. Okay, they broke his bubble. So he won't be bouncing back damage. He only bounces back damage as long as his bubble's up. Once his bubble breaks, then he's no longer going to be bouncing back damage. Okay. I think it's when he loses a certain amount of health, he increases his thing to 10%, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to pop his ability for him. Yeah, he increases defense by 10% again. He's still holding his own. He is still holding his own, which is pretty. If he can clear all 50 of these, I'll actually be I'll be kind of lost for words if I'm being honest. What is that, wave 40? No, wave 35. So they're starting to put the beats on him. He's not getting low in health. They're just making him take longer. I will say the Rust are a good counter to him, because the Rust give confusion and lifesteal, but he's still really tanky. They still haven't really made a dent in his health. He's doing really good. Completely by himself, he has made it to wave 35 and has still gotten 2 stars or higher on every single one. That's pretty good. Funny feeling tells me he might be able to get 3 stars in this one. Especially with the trash bag as his option. Not gonna get it, just barely gets underneath it though. There's no denying he's strong. I think I'm gonna start the Allen and Conquest much higher. Obviously, I just want to see how far he gets on his own, and then we'll put them. Maybe we start them at like 20. Start them at like 20 or 30. Obviously, if they can't clear that, then we know he's better. But this, you do also have to take the results of this with a grain of salt, because he has gears. He has gear and an artifact versus them having no artifacts or gear. But their skills are all level 10, so they should have somewhat of advantage there. And they are higher leveled. I'm trying to make this test as equal as possible without being able, because I physically can't boost him to level 1000 yet. because I don't have enough copies of him to get him to level 1000. But there is no denying that he's very strong. No denying of that. I honestly do believe if I was to boost his abilities, he probably could clear the waves that he cleared with 3 stars. Completely by himself. Oh, excuse me. 12 more waves and he completed it. And so far, I don't think we've seen him get to lower than half. I don't think he's gotten to half health yet. He thrives against ranged characters from what I can tell here too. Because they can't break his shield in time. But they are getting so much big damage dealt back to him. Like, he got 3 stars there. He is one strong son of a bitch. He is one strong motherfucker. Did he just bite her head off? Green Ghost actually seems to be a pretty good counter to him because of all the invisibility. And then obviously Rust, like I said, because of the confusion and the... Ooh, this might be the first one he loses. This might be his cap. Put this on auto for him. He might lose this one. The Green Ghost seem to be getting to him, that he can't hit them in time before they go invisible. And the confusion is slowing him down even more as well. Can he pull it out? Pause. I don't think he's going to be able to. I think this Rust might kill him in time. Especially with that confusion. Come on, Komodo, we believe. We believe, Komodo, we believe. We believe in Komodo. Come on. Wave 41 cleared all by himself. Yeah, I don't think he's making it out of this one. I don't think he's making it out of this one, my boy. Put up a valiant effort. I'll give you that. Excuse me. Yeah, he's not making it past this one. He did good, though. 41 stages completely alone is pretty good. That's pretty good. I do want to see one thing before I put the next person. I just want to see how he does with these two backing him. Because this gives him a defense boost, and then she also gets a boost. Yeah, they seem to be scraping them now. 30% defense boost because of his allies. Now he has a 3% attack boost. Yeah, him alongside his Lizard League members is a different situation. But hey, 41 waves completely by himself is interesting. I'm gonna start at 41 just to see if they can beat it. If they beat it, then obviously they're gonna beat the other ones. So let me just start here. This is Conquest with no artifacts, no gear. Just raw level 1000. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Just from looking at the health, I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Only thing that might help Conquest in some of these, but if he can't complete this, then we know he can't. Ooh, that kind of... Okay, wait a minute. Maybe Conquest can do it. I was going to say, the fact that Conquest can't get stats applied to him might help him a little bit here. You know what? Conquest can do it. So, okay... That goes to show that abilities matter. Conquest beat that by himself. Well, I don't have no real desire to see this. So, one, that shows how good gear and artifacts can be. Because what a level 800 just accomplished, a Conquest with nothing accomplished. So, that's good. Now, let me see Alan do this. Look at the power level of a Conquest versus the power level of Alan. I'm telling you, Conquest is a different breed, bro. Let's see what this Alan does. Now, if Conquest did it, I'm not sure if Alan will do it. Alan has the ability to basically come back from the dead, but Alan doesn't put out as much damage as Conquest. So that's where it makes me think he won't be able to complete this. And the confusion is working on him because he can't get rid of negative effects like Conquest can. Yeah, I don't think he's doing this. Is he? He's not doing it. Well, that shows that with gear and the artifact versus a level 1000 no gear, no artifact Alan, Komodo Dragon would win. I don't know how much that matters, because now if you put them at the same level with gear, I'm pretty sure that turns into a completely different fight. But what this should show you is that the rumors about Komodo Dragon aren't just rumors. That boy is strong. And with a few more events that make him a little bit more available, who knows? Maybe he does replace Alan in the meta. The only thing that I would say that holds back Komodo Dragon, and that holds back any character in the game that have the human tag, is Anissa. Anissa dramatically nerfs and halts the usage of any character in the game that has a human tag, which is why the meta has not shifted ever since she has been added. The meta has been the meta for so long because you can't really use anyone that's a human against her. She just shreds everything. That's why the only people you have seen that are human that have been used are people that have teleportation or invincibility moves, like Immortal, like Red Rush, like Cecil, like Doc Seismic. The only reason you see people use those type of characters is because they can't be blitzed and killed in one shot because they have immunity shield, they have teleportations, they have things like that. Or they have gadget to fly away, like stuff like that. Like, so because of that, that's why they're still used, because they can get away from the Anissa long enough that hopefully she gets put down. Outside of that, no other humans really have that ability, so. Which is why I say they do kind of need to rework that ability. Either lower the power level of it, or maybe remove the human tag off of some people. Like, in my honest opinion, someone like Monster Girl, who in the fight is always a monster, she's not a human. Her DNA, her literal DNA structure changes. I don't think she should have a human tag. Donald doesn't have a human tag because he's a robot. I mean, Bulletproof is technically a human, but he did have that experiment done to him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you would do to nerf Anissa, but that's not what we're here for. This man right here is tough. Very tough. And if you have copies of him, build him. I think he's probably the strongest criminal in the game right now. And yes, I think he's better than Doc Seismic. I think he's better than Powerplex. He's the strongest criminal in the game. If I'm talking about damage output, no. But overall strongest, yes. Doc Seismic is definitely the strongest damage output. But that's all said and done for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. This one's a bit longer. Love you guys. Catch you guys next time. Peace out. Leave your likes, comments, and thoughts down below.